Hello everyone, welcome back once again to Rime of the Frostmaiden. We are all here to be cold and to suffer in the infinite darkness that is the gloom of Auril. Sounds pretty cool, pretty metal. I like it. Yeah, hi, hello, we're back. We have all of our main cast here, so I will give everybody a chance to say hello, remind us who they are playing, and if the cast or if the PC could have been a different race slash class combo, what would they have been? As if they were self-aware of the fact that they were in a game. Starting with Frost, go.
Goliath Barbarian.
Tell us the rest of the information, my dude.
The end. End speech.
Intro then question, my dude.
Banana Sunday, 4 o'clock. Wait, no.
No. One more time. Strike it, reverse it. Get your
Rewind
flicks out
all the
now.
way
Thank
back.
you, Doogler. No. Who are you? Who you're playing? And then question.
The doctor. No, that was still my favorite thing from that.
It's not wrong.
Frost. I'm Frostweed. I'm playing Keith Anod, the Harangon Cleric of Twilight, and I would absolutely be playing a Goliath Barbarian if I could.
Yeah. All right. Our next person is Shane.
Was that with or without an N?
Shane.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got the two of you right next to each other, but you are technically second in the lineup.
Sweet. Yes, I am Shane. I am playing Thalia Odora, the Order of Scribes, or I don't know, the Nerd Wizard. I know that's all of them.
They're all nerds.
I was like, they're all nerds.
The extra nerdy wizard. And as for that question, I think Frost is right on the money. Thalia would really wish she was a Goliath Barbarian right now because it's fucking cold.
All right, so I think I see where this trend is going already. So moving right along to Shay. Yeah, without an N.
Push to talk so we
Push
can
to
hear.
talk, darling. You have to remember you enabled.
I am
your
so
push.
sorry. I am Shay or Shay the Fae on Twitch and Twitter. I am playing Ivantes, the I know what I am.
Mm-hmm.
My brain just died though.
She had the pointy ears and she do the magic.
Yeah. I'm playing the Wizard Eladrin, and I would be a Goliath Barbarian.
Called it. All right.
I would also be a Kobold Sorcerer.
And last but certainly not least, Dido.
I feel like I'm missing the joke because I would not be a Goliath Barbarian.
You'd be a barbarian Goliath.
Damn it. I am Dido. You can find me at Dido11. Tonight I am playing Oshis, the elf ranger. And if she had to be something else, she would be a sea elf genie warlock.
Nice, I like it. Also, going to avoid the politics, but I just read a headline on Twitter that just makes my head ache. It's just human trafficking, y'all. It's really terrible. Anyways, hi. We're not here to talk about human trafficking or the horrible things going on.
Unless we delve into the Underdark.
Unless we delve into the Underdark, which
But we're not there today.
we're not there today. Not yet. Maybe. Stay tuned. Last
We
time,
might just fall in a hole.
our heroes had gathered around Dogan's Hole as a drop-off for a quest they had been working on, and had decided that they were going to make the trek to East Haven now, but not before coming across a pair of winter wolves who introduced themselves and had beseeched the group to accompany them in slaying their master, a frost giant that abused them. The party seemed incredibly reluctant and divulged a great deal of information about themselves that the Winter Wolves later attempted to take advantage of on their way to the town of Goodmead. Having survived an ambush by the two Winter Wolves, hoping to gain a quick meal of a tasty herringon, our heroes eventually arrived at the town of Goodmead with the intention of making it a quick stop off, unless you all do plan to stay for the night. It would be late afternoon at this point, but East Haven is only a couple hours ride.
Let's be honest, those wolves didn't go after the herringon at all.
Actually, they did.
There were just a bunch of birds and elves in the way.
Yeah, it was just.
I distinctly remember them going around after me.
I just
Yep.
want to buy some arrows.
Just want to buy some arrows.
I don't care if we stay or spend time. I just want to buy some arrows.
What does everybody else want to do?
I'm going to work on finishing the enchantment while she buys some arrows.
Yeah, I had agreed to help.
So you know you have to put hour intervals into it. You can't just be like, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes working on this thing.
Okay. I will
I
join her while she's buying some arrows.
Okay, what is everybody else doing?
believe she had also agreed to buy us some tents.
Did she?
Was I given money to buy you a tent?
No,
Yeah.
I was
No,
given the money
shit.
to go buy it.
Keith was given the money.
Ah,
Knew
okay,
something.
so that wasn't actually a lie. Okay, you're...
Yeah, let's do some shopping then.
So the plan is to do some shopping. Alright. So, here in Goodmead, which I don't think we went over much of Goodmead. You all had just merely arrived last week. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And zoom out a little bit. You guys had taken just a quick look around and then we had stopped early. Where's my handouts for Goodmead? Alright. The handout for Goodmead comes with its coat of arms. Who'da thunk it? Goodmead's coat of arms has to do with drinking. Weird. That's its coat
I
of
like
arms.
these guys.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's their whole shtick. Let's see. Do I get a good description of Goodmead? I believe it was described as a town that was built by people who lived much further south. There were carvings of dinosaurs and serpents carved into the wooden dwellings, and there was a lot of emphasis on the greenery and plant life that was able to survive even this far in the north, as the town relied heavily on its bee and honey population, or honey producing population. As a exporter of mead, given the name, they do have a large mead hall and brewery, as well as a number of other local residents. They are built on the shore of the lake, or the Redwaters, and there is also a forest that adjoins the other side, and it cuts straight through the route from Dogan's Hole to East Haven along the Eastway. It is a nice center point for trade and travel before converging on the four-way intersection between East Haven, Caer Dineval, Bridgeshander, and Dogan's Hole. You could also continue going past Dogan's Hole to the 10 Trail if you ever desired to get out of Icewind Dale completely, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. So, that being said, let me pull up what additional locations are here, because the original book goes with the bare minimum. This other book that I have, Thank You DM's Guild, provides more that we can work with. There was also a really dumb side quest that doesn't amount to much, but that's neither here nor there. So some places of note, if you wanted to go looking around, there is also a temple or a shrine to Tempest, god of war. He just looks at you and yells boy a lot. The speaker's house, actually that didn't add anything at all. Alright. It's only that location. Just if you really wanted to go see Tempest. So the actual good mead book. Mead Hall. Shrine of the Flaming Sword. Wow, is that really it? Okay.
I mean, there's like, what, 20 people that live here?
Yeah. Fun fact, there's actually 100 people that live here. 20 soldiers, however. Not that anybody's keeping track of the troop numbers, as pointed out last
Speak
time.
for yourself.
Yeah, it's like last time we talked about it. They can field 20 soldiers and 2 veterans. I will say there is just a general goods store, because it doesn't make sense that towns with any kind of population doesn't have a general goods store. So with the discussion of tents and arrows, your arrows are going to run the regular price. Your tents are going to run the regular price. Which, how many arrows are you looking to get a hold of?
20.
Just a quiver of arrows, then.
Yeah.
Okay. That is not listed on here.
1 gold.
Thank you. Just when I pulled up the arrows on Roll20, it didn't have anything listed. It's like, that is not helpful. Oh, and now you're disguised. What are we disguised as? Too bad, burn the spell slot. Yeah, so go ahead and pay for that. And then, how many tents are we getting?
Got one already, so probably 2 more, so that the 2 nerds get 1, and I'll have the other.
So a 2-person tent is 2 gold. Tent. Oh, really? Is that the only one listed? I find that hard to believe.
Okay, so 4 gold. Okay.
I'm just legitimately surprised that's the only kind of tent that they offer.
Only share, or you're wasting space.
Well, I mean, usually you can do like a 2 or a 4-person, so I'm just surprised there isn't a larger one. Well, let's do this. A 2-person tent would be 2 gold, a 4-person one would be 5.
I have a tent.
Yep, and so
Yeah, but
it's
where does the mummy sleep?
outside?
Wow,
I
like
don't think.
a dog?
Sinar, do you need to sleep?
They just kind of shake their head and they're like, technically I could slumber, but I tend to slumber in yearly intervals. The reverie that my people used to have, or still do, but not me, that is, as I am undead. And
I'll
then
pay
she-
for an extra 10.
And
It's
then
not...
she pops a Red Bull and sustains herself on energy.
People pay the extra gold for the 4-person, so at least what he'll say is that way there's always enough people in there while like the 1 person's taking watch.
Almost like if a Flurry Snowboy ever came back, there would be enough room for everyone. Yeah, okay. So 5 gold spent on arrows. How is
Wait.
it?
Sorry, go on.
No, you.
I was gonna see if I could get a hold of some honeycomb and jade dust.
Honeycomb and jade dust.
Yes.
I mean, it is good.
Yeah, there is tons of
Should have honey.
There's tons of honeycomb that they can offer. They are willing to part with. Oh gosh, let's see here. Because I, as the person, does not know how they sell honeycomb. Is it by the pound? Oh my god, it's $14 for honeycomb. There's $10. Sorry, it's just real world prices. Jesus Christ. I imagine it would be by the pound, right? So they would be willing to sell you. Actually, I guess a better question would be how much is mead? Damn you, D&D Beyond, you're not helpful at all. Why do they not have a drink section for your various alcoholic needs? They would probably be willing to sell you a pound of honeycomb for like 5 silver.
Let's see. I'll take 10 pounds of that then.
Let's see here. They only have 4 available.
I'll take all they've got.
They're willing to sell you all 4 pounds.
Alright. Now I need jade dust.
Roll me a D100.
$85.
Okay. Oh, there's perfectly a thread right here. How can a character acquire as much jade and or jade dust in D&D 5th edition as possible? Acquire jade and larger small pieces. It's a mineral, a deposit, blah 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 blah. Jade. Oh, that's not helpful either. Yeah, that's not helpful either. Okay. So it doesn't seem likely that a small town like Goodmead would be carrying a lot of jade. How much of it do you actually need?
10 gold's worth.
10 gold worth. I'm gonna also roll a D100. If my roll is higher than yours, one of the 100 people in Goodmead may have sold one at one point. No, disregard that second roll. Okay. No, you wouldn't be able to find any here in Goodmead. None of the people here seem to have jade that had been sold to the general goods store. And you know, if they knew anybody who had it, it seems like they wouldn't have been willing to part with it, given its rarity this far north.
Hey guys, I think we're gonna have to stop by Tourmaline on the way back. I mean, I know we are, but
You're also heading to East Haven, which is a major city. Might be easier too.
unless there's some in East Haven.
Like,
I mean, it's a good chance next to Brenchander. I think it's the biggest town.
At least one of the biggest for sure. So we could definitely try our luck there.
Yeah, if I can get 10 gold worth of jade dust, then I can enchant something to talk or something. I like maybe maybe like if you want your hammer to like shout "fuck you" every time you hit someone with it, or something like that.
That seems horribly impractical. As far as telegraphs go, that's just making it incredibly obvious.
Although, imagine the terror of having a shield that when somebody goes to swing at you, it screams, "Please don't!" Absolutely.
That is more useful.
I love it. Let's do it.
It's been a long night of drinking. Remind me again what you and Thalia are making.
We were enchanting the moose pelt to resist cold.
Were you making it into a cloak, into armor?
Well, I think originally the plan was to make it into armor, but it hasn't been made into anything yet. So once the enchantment's on it, I guess we can make it into whatever we want.
Cloak will probably be best because I think I've got something that can also resist cold, and I'm the only one that can wear it.
Okay.
Our book also details the creation of glamour-studded leather. So, if we turn this into a cloak, that is more useful for someone else, and then we can make another set of leather once we get the requisite materials. I think that would suit our huntress more suitably.
Leather certainly wouldn't be hard to get with someone who can hunt. It'd be easy. It's just whatever the other materials would be.
Well,
I
there
just
were
need
other.
6 days.
Yeah. All right. Did you want to take time here, or should we just move on to East Haven
no.
since it's so close?
We'll just finish our shopping and then head to East Haven, and we can see what kind of time we have there.
Okie dokie.
Okey day.
I forgot to.
Ah.
I'm still green hair.
Hello, still green hair. I am still white hair.
Hello, still white hair. Would you like to share some booze with me?
Absolutely. Yours or mine?
Doesn't matter. I pull out some of mine and start drinking immediately, and then hand it over.
Good thing
Take a
nobody
drink.
else thinks this is a problem.
Day drinking? No.
Excessive day drinking.
Didn't say it was excessive. Well,
mine might be
there's-
excessive.
I mean, you certainly
might be
you
excessive.
certainly didn't. No.
Okay. I think we have everything, right?
Oh, just for the trip, I'm gonna buy some more booze, cause good mead.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
We
so you're
should.
gonna head to the mead hall. That's East Haven. I need to close that. So the plan is to go buy some mead from the mead hall.
To go.
The mead hall is not open currently.
I
I know.
break in? No, I'm a
So-
ranger, not a rogue.
If you could get the suitable tools, I am actually halfway okay at breaking into locks.
Yeah, so when you arrive at the mead hall, you see that that there's a sign and it says temporarily closed due to theft of mead shipment. Investigation pending following funeral of town speaker.
Ooh. That's not
This
good.
town has a lot of problems.
I mean, you just got here, so
I mean, the bar is
I mean,
closed, so
that's a huge
bar
that's pretty
closed.
massive.
That's a
problem.
huge problem.
This is a problem. I need booze. And
I think
drink
you two are
compulsively.
glossing over the dead town speaker. It's kind of important here.
But a town without its namesake is, well, nothing. And a town without a public house is even less. It can't even be referred to as a town, really. You
Yeah.
need a public house before you can build something around it.
What are they gonna call this town? Good?
Apparently not if the town speaker also is no longer here. It's not a good town at all.
Oh no!
Then maybe
It
it
has
just
no
should be called
name!
that.
It's gonna be like brown water. That's what they're gonna call the place.
Brown water.
That's a terrible name.
Uh,
I mean, do we want to concern ourselves with the dead town speaker or just be on our way?
kind of important, but there is
a passerby looks up and they say, "Are you talking about the town speaker? What a noble, brave soul they were. Cut down in their prime. Shame, really, that we can't get our mead now that it's been stolen."
How?
Stolen by whom?
I have
A
questions.
vicious monster that attempted to steal our mead and its shipments to the rest of 10 towns. Our good and noble town speaker tried to stop the theft and was killed for it.
But was he able to stop the theft?
No, he was killed.
That sucks.
Yes, poor speaker Kendrick Rysel Barrel name. He was killed. Killed by a giant, no less.
A
Two winter
giant.
wolves are laughing from their grave. No, not really. Yes.
Where?
A giant. We're not sure, but not far outside of town. We found his body in the wreckage, not far. You could maybe look into the matter and help us. We would be ever so grateful. And you would be bringing mead back to the town, and all of 10 towns for that matter.
The wolves did give us directions.
They just kind of blink at you. The wolves?
Yeah, before they attacked us.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something. They just usher their small child away.
So, how long ago did this happen?
2 days ago. We've been trying to make arrangements for a new town speaker ever since.
They elected or something?
It is an elected position.
You should run. What's
Me?
your name?
Me? Why
Yes,
me?
you.
You.
You seem
I'm-
knowledgeable.
I'm Billy Everybody.
Well, Billy, everybody, you should run. Get up on that soapbox.
I have no interest in politics. Far too dangerous. I could be killed by a giant next.
I mean, you could be killed by a giant even if you weren't town speaker.
That's true, but my likelihood of surviving is far greater if I'm a coward and stay in my home.
I mean, you can be a coward and the town speaker. Let other people fight stuff. I mean, that's I'm sure half the
Do I
towns
look
have a
like the
speaker.
town speaker from Lonelywood? No, sir, not at all.
Oh
she's-
no!
Lucius, why don't you run for town speaker? You have a good head on your shoulders. That would put the good back in good mead.
I mean, I do have a great looking head, but
It is an amazing looking head.
this is not where I live.
It is kind of a requirement to live in good mead to represent good mead.
Well, what do we do now?
I mean, it depends on if we want to concern ourselves with the town speaker or not.
Well, we
Was
do
the
have to
giant.
get to Eastern, so we could check it out on the way back.
Well, this giant's really starting to piss me off, and I know, but I also, I respect your judgment too, and that would be very dangerous.
Are you
And
Well,
also,
I mean-
this
are you
is
certain it's even the same giant?
We have
bit
had a
reductive.
nice rest, so we're not as susceptible. Susceptible. It's cold. Starting to stutter.
Can I see the map again one more time?
Certainly. Yes, the map, it's the map, it's the map.
Let's see, a couple hours east Haven, we'll be a couple hours back. That doesn't make any sense if we're going to be going to this way and that way. And then... Okay. I defer my judgment to you. I'm still drinking, by the way.
Do Keith, Thalia, do we want to try and find this giant and restore good to their mead name?
We are actually properly rested today.
Thalia woke up and chose violence. Keith?
I wasn't finished, but it is still a fucking giant.
True, it is still a giant. We have not, in fact, gotten any stronger since the wolves offered us to murder their master, and there is also somebody potentially dying in East Haven. They are slated for execution. It could have happened by now, and we'll never know.
Thank you.
Until it's too late. They don't exactly write estimated time of death on those things.
That's a fair point.
And the speaker's already dead, so it's not like we're in a rush. They can deal with the speaker thing. We can take care of this wizard business in East Haven, and then go back to where the guy's been.
Back as well.
I don't think we're going to be gone a week, so trust me. Nobody wants the mead to be gone from good mead. That would just make you good.
Do you know how quickly mead disappears with normal-sized folk? Your friend already emptied a whole flask on her own while we were talking.
That's because my hair is green.
I'm sure it is.
What?
Your friend has a drinking problem.
You know, she
Only with my
didn't.
hair.
She didn't yesterday.
She's like, I don't
She
have a
did
problem.
yesterday.
I don't have a problem drinking. I drink just fine, thank you.
Social drinker. When they say I'll have a drink, I say social I.
So
Love it.
oh God.
We will
How
look
about
into this
this?
matter as soon as
We
possible.
are gonna go to East Haven, and if we find your shipment on the way, we'll return it.
Seems fair.
Ooh, active tracking. I like it.
Just depends on if she's going to actively track for it.
Oh, yes, totally. We will be on the lookout. Ever vigilant.
Definitely vigilant.
And you should definitely try to you should run for that town speaker spot.
I will take your encouragement into consideration with a persuasion.
Okay.
And what was his name? Something everybody?
Certainly.
19.
He looks at you and he says, "You know what? I think I will.
Yeah,
I
you
think-
should.
I think Augustus Everyman, which is now my name,
What?
will run for the Speaker of Good Mead."
Here, here.
I feel inspired by your kind words and belief in me.
I will drink to that. I will take
Once
another
you
sip out of
help
my-
return our mead, because we can't really drink to it without it.
I can. Just drinks out of a water skin.
Well, how nice for you.
Wait.
Some of us have to go dry.
Would you like a drink?
Drive
Ever so,
what?
ever so badly.
Here.
And he drinks.
Whoa. Slow down. Slow down, small fry. All of it.
First of all, I'm like 6 feet tall. I'm not small at all. What'd you think I was a halfling or something? I was never described as such.
I just don't want you to drink all of my mead.
That's fair. It's not like I could replace it, given our shipment has been stolen.
You know what? You know what? You can keep it.
That's so generous.
I've got
of you.
another one.
Inspiring words and generosity. Are you sure you don't want to run for the Speaker of Good Mead and stay here forever?
You caught me in a good mood.
Well, at least I didn't catch one of those freshly bought arrows. Thank you for your patronage. Anyways, I think you all have to head over and rescue somebody from being murdered? Question mark at the end of it. He says all that out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, daylight's gonna start burning in like 5 hours, so.
Well,
considering
daylight
there hasn't
burned
been
out
daylight.
like 2 years ago.
There hasn't been daylight in a number of years.
Oh my
so-
gosh, he's talking to someone he can't see.
Yep. Yeah. Mhm.
Just floating flask. I'll drink to that. Like,
Listen, this
I
flask
keep forgetting.
materialized and handed itself over to him. He was inspired by the unseen words, and he's just like, you know what? I think I will. Unknown person that everybody else is talking to and acknowledging. This isn't the weirdest thing I've seen today. Our town speaker was murdered.
I
yeah,
mean,
2 days ago, not today.
to be fair, if Fushimi is sitting on my shoulders, then there is a little ball of light
That's-
within 5, giving off light in 5 feet.
That's true. It's very likely that you are actually visible. One, because you're
Okay,
in town, and
okay.
you have to keep it illuminated, and two, your character's girlfriend is actively sabotaging your invisibility.
I know, right?
Only by 5 feet.
Only by 5 feet, which is enough because light travels farther than 5 feet when it's out. Anyways, yeah.
But we're in town, so it's fine.
Or in town. Yeah, you're in town, so it's not like, there isn't other light sources because, people need to see. So you're not really invisible. But yeah, so you all have made your purchases. You have gathered some information and have made decisions on continuing to East Haven. Is there anything else here in town y'all want to do?
I don't believe so.
I just grumble on my way out about the lack of mead.
She just plops onto one of the sleds and is now a useless lump because she has no need. Not a useless lump, but a sad lump at not having need. And she casually burns all of her spell slots in her depression, throwing spells into the air, going, I wish there was more mead.
I am casting mage armor.
Mm-hmm. Has it been 8 hours since the last time you cast it, or are you just
It is a new day.
Or are you just burning another spell slot? You guys didn't stop at an inn.
No, we rested just outside of town though.
That's fair.
Yeah, we made camping.
Ah, good. You put on mage armor after traveling here. Makes sense.
Makes all the sense.
Makes all the sense.
I'm smart.
You're a wizard, of course you are.
I mean, my character's smart.
Multiculturalist James has followed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, the plan now is to head out towards East Haven. East Haven is 4.5 hours from Goodmead, which means I need 2 perception checks from anyone keeping watch. And if there is any active looking for signs of this theft of the good mead from Goodmead, that's a survival roll, in which case you will not be able to make a perception roll.
Teeny will make one of these perception checks.
I'll make the survival because I did say that I would.
You did say that you would.
I'll do another perception one.
And Oshis is nothing if not a woman of her word. Okay,
27
perception.
survival.
27 survival.
Yeah, Houtini.
coming in with a nat 20.
Nice.
The only nat 20 Shay will see the entire game.
Probably.
Okay. So
Well, she'll see a lot, but it's usually attack rolls
It,
against
it
her.
won't be mine.
it won't be hers. So, not going in the direction of Dogan's hole, but in a completely different direction, which would be the opposite direction. Considering on one side there's a lake and the other side is more of hilly, forested areas. You guys are traveling on your way to East Haven, but Sheesh, you are actively trying to track for signs of giants and or the theft of this mead shipment. With a 27, it's very easy to find a trail, even 2 days old. You would have to deviate from the trail and head into the little hilly side here. But you have a good feeling you would be able to track this creature to its lair, if you so desired.
Guys, I found tracks. They don't go far.
Well, the axe beaks are really quick on knot roads.
It couldn't hurt to have a look to see what we're dealing with.
They'll veer off. Listen,
Okay. So the plan is to veer off. So, coming to the edge of this forest, near the hilly side of the space between the hill and the forest's edge, you see that there is a figure in cold clothing lurches out of the woods into plain view, running as fast as he can through the deep snow. Slung over his back are a pair of animal traps, one of which appears to contain a panic fox. He's just running. He sees your sleds, and he starts flailing his arms frantically, and he's making a beeline towards you all.
Wait, is this a...
Careful not to hit him. I mean, you could take the skin.
Yeah, Sonar, pull up the reins. Bring it to a stop.
She does so.
Once within...
Is he running aggressively
No,
toward us?
he is not. He looks completely panicked.
Meridian
I
action.
would just scare. He
pull
can't
up.
see me. I would just scare him more.
Well, he
Oh
can't
no,
see-
it's just
he
gonna be
can't
a
see
mummy
you,
on
but
the
he can
sled.
see the sled.
I'm going to,
He looks scared.
yeah. I'm going to initiate a... I don't know if that would be a good idea. Okay. I'm just going to light a torch.
Okay, you light a torch. Is that it? The one sled has come to a stop, and now there's a torch lit.
Oh, no, that's a better idea. We stop the sleds.
The sled comes to a stop, and now there is a lit torch. The man continues to run towards you all.
Yeah, I might pull my sled up.
Oh,
Ready in action, just in case, bandits are gonna be like, hey, you gotta come help, and then signal the dudes in the woods to shoot you.
that's actually a good point. I put out the torch.
Okay.
Oh, she's disappeared.
I don't know if the torchlight would have gotten to me.
I mean, it would have briefly.
Because I got off the sled.
Yeah, but you are illuminated briefly, and then you go back to being invisible because she lit a torch and then she put the torch out.
Whoa, big guy, what? Calm down, what's going on? Why
Who
are
said
you running?
that? Who's there? Show yourself, Spectre.
If I could, I would, but I can't.
What is distressing you, friend?
Why not
Dahlia
one of the
called
visible?
out from
Why not
way
one of
back
the
in there.
visible people speak up
Who-
instead of the invisible ranger?
Who are you? What are you running from?
Thank you. These are the questions that I was hoping you would ask. Is not what he says. He says, "My name is Fef Morin. I'm a trapper, you see." And he holds up the panicked fox. "I was out here doing my good-natured work of trapping foxes for selling and furring when I came across a grisly sight. It's terrible, you see." Not correct. But you did spell Fef right. That's something.
Yeah.
Like, no sarcasm. That's the Fef part is correct. He says, I came across a grisly scene while checking on my traps. 5 members of Goodmeat's militia. They're dead, you see. Their skulls and chests caved in. I ran as fast as I could to alert the town as soon as I saw it.
Just caved in and left?
What?
You said their chests were just caved in?
Their heads and chests
Heads
caved
and
in,
chests.
as if struck by something very powerful.
The shreds, you say?
To shreds, I say.
It sounds like the work of a giant.
A giant? Gods protect us.
I believe some of the town is aware of one on the outlier. There's a terrible tragedy that happened to its town speaker.
How awful. I didn't know that the town speaker had been killed. As they were a good man, brave, honest, a hearty drinker.
These bodies
Can
you
you-
found, were they recent?
I did not look to check them as the massacre was so gruesome.
Can you show
As
us
I
where
s-
they are?
Absolutely not. I'm not going back there. What if whatever did it is still lurking in that woods?
Can you point in the general direction?
He points towards the woods. Back the way I was running from.
About how far?
Not far, but as I said, I was running, so I wasn't truly keeping track. But Invisible Voice, maybe you would be able to follow the trail.
That's exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna start following the trail.
Alrighty.
Let's make your way to town.
That was the plan.
It's that way.
I know the way. I live there. And he continues running. Taking
But
the fox
Oshisa's gonna do this on
I feel like this
foot.
fox is important.
Just the fox he captured.
I mean, he's probably gonna eat it.
I have a question.
He's already started running.
I throw a firebolt at. No, I don't.
You hit him in the back and he falls dead as he is a mere commoner with no health. Oh no, another man tragically killed by this giant.
Oh no.
He used that wheel's
Oh, no.
magic.
He hit him with a flaming torch this time. What a barbarian.
What a savage. Do you actually murder this man?
No.
With no witnesses besides you.
They bury him in the snow. It'll change the time of death. No one will know.
Ha, you assume the snow will melt.
But
Okay,
yeah,
but yes, he left because you already told him to head home.
is following on foot.
What is everybody else doing?
And we'll make sure the axe beaks, if we're going into the woods, I'll make sure the axe beaks are set up safely. And then I'll say, Fushimi, you're in charge.
I will do my best. And he stands atop one of the Axebeak's heads. Sentry mode engaged. And the Axebeak makes a noise as the roots start to embed itself in its feathers.
Oh no.
Oshis, please make me a superfluous survival. The man was running quickly, and with purpose of getting out of the forest. So finding his tracks are super easy, barely an inconvenience. Heading,
Hey,
heading
Ryan George.
You're quite welcome. Heading into the woods, you come across the next site, the carnage in the woods. Deep in the woods, amid the snow-covered pines, you discover the remains of 5 militia members who look like they were clubbed to death. New fallen snow has already begun to settle on their corpses.
I want to check to see. Well, first she mutters, well, I guess they only have 15 militia.
Zing.
And then I want to check and see if I can do like a medicine check to see like how fresh.
Absolutely.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
These are humans.
Yeah, these are humans.
Not even. They might be half-orcs.
Even that's true. It doesn't necessarily specify they're human. Oh, actually, it does specify. It does say all 5 humans. So they are human. Even with the natural 1, you still kind of have an idea of what the timetable is. The town speaker was killed 2 days ago. So if these militiamen were the rapid response to the theft and the assault of the town speaker, then it would fall within that 2-day time frame. Same thing with given that there's been time for snow to accumulate. These are not fresh kills and probably fell within 2 days to a day ago.
Are there any of the tracks that I followed here, like the giant tracks that?
Yep.
Led me to the
I will
man?
actually let your 12 continue on. You're able to pick up that there are more tracks that belong to a large giant. They will lead you through the woods, but you won't know for how long until, you actually set out.
I would meet up with whatever everybody else is doing. Because I've probably been here for probably like 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, we probably all pull up closer to the forest line, so you wouldn't have to go far to get back to us.
Yeah, my first priority is just to make sure the Axe Peaks and Bushimi are going to be in a safe spot. But once we arrive, I'll just ask, is there anything useful on the bodies?
Who wants to check the horribly mutilated bodies?
I will, if nobody else will.
I'll do it. I've seen my share of unfortunate corpses.
There are
My
larger
share of
tracks.
horribly murdered individuals.
Like, if there's any, like, potions or anything they didn't get to use, that'd be amazing.
Oddly specific request.
And go in and investigate the ruins.
I will assist.
So, Keith, looking them over with medicine, you are able to determine that these folks were killed by something wielding a large club. They took significant, painful bludgeoning damage.
I'll check what they have on them then.
Oh,
9.
Nothing.
This'll be
Besides the
a-
armor and equipment they died with.
are there any other signs of blood that don't match the corpses?
Nope. This was a slaughter.
These guys sucked, unfortunately.
Well, I haven't seen you take down a giant yet, so that's not true. You killed a troll.
Yet.
Technically,
Well,
they're
Sinar
giants.
killed a troll.
That's true. I haven't seen you kill a giant yet.
I'm gonna say Sonar went Jackie Chan on that troll's ass. So
Yeah, until I see you kill one, specifically the nerd wizard, not the other wizard.
Quest
Maybe we
accepted.
should-
Murder a troll.
Maybe we should mount back up and follow the giant tracks.
As you wish. Let's go.
Very well.
Mounting back up.
Yeah. Only because I don't know how far they go, so walking might not be.
Well, you never know. Alrighty, so back to the sleds. It's going to be much more interesting to follow tracks from a sled, but the logic is sound. You don't want to leave them behind either. Please give me another survival roll.
Natural one.
24, which will actually become the 12 because you'll be it. Well, are you moving at a slower pace?
Yes.
Okay. Then for 8 hours, you will be leading them through these tracks, through the forest. You are confident, given the size of the footprints and the speed that you are moving, you will be able to track them, but it does take 8 hours before you are able to come across the creature's lair. And give me one moment. I'm going to grab your tokens and situate everybody for what's to come. Death. Death is what's to come. Probably.
Definitely.
Listen, I'm not saying that, you're going to be fighting like a fire giant or anything, but
Fire giant in these times?
in this economy,
Yeah, man's got to keep warm.
More likely than you think.
don't you believe it? Alright, that's everybody. And copy. Where is it? Okay, great. I do like that they have the corresponding maps right next to the towns that they're supposed to be in, so I don't have to actually do any deep searching for them.
That is really nice.
It is very helpful.
Good job, Roll20.
Yeah, it's one of the smart decisions from Roll20. Let me find my quest. And I need your all's entrance. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm so invisible I can't see.
Yeah. I haven't put you guys down yet, that's why. Okay. So I can plop you guys down here. Okay. So you guys arrive following a frozen stream. The tracks continue along and heading inside of what looks like a cave system with 3 entrances. The trail culminates at a rocky hillside with pines growing around its base. Set into the hill are 3 caves. The frozen creek emerges from the west side, which has a low-hanging mouth. The center cave, an 8-foot-high passage hewn from the rock, is moderately blocked by a tight stand of conifers and 2 massive fallen logs. Loop. The northeast cave has a big yawning mouth, and flickers of light emanate from within. The tracks of your quarry head through this entrance.
I'm going to, from wherever we're hiding, I'm just gonna huddle
Are
up.
you hiding?
I would like to hide.
Yes. Oshus, I believe the scouting is your talent. Would you be so kind to lead on and Fill us in from the rear.
Heh.
I can also.
That is a way to phrase that.
You so now you're asking me to fill your rear? Okay.
Fill you in from the rear.
I
That's
can also.
after.
I can also look through Houtini's eyes.
You sure can, person continuing to conversate out in the open.
No, I'm ducking down and hiding. Yeah.
Me too.
I will follow the tracks.
Do you think Sanaa should go with you? She's
Javantes
probably late.
actually makes a nya sound as they move behind a pair of trees. Not very well, but they make the effort.
I mean,
Let me show
Wizards
you how to
stuck it together.
stealth.
Thalia is like, you fool,
Step-
you have to stand like this, and they like turn sideways against the tree, and they're still kind of sticking out.
Like, let me show you how to stealth, heavy armor guy says as he just starts walking with no sound. Like,
Yeah, which is surprising because
Rabbits.
the heavy armor person is the quietest thus far.
That is real impressive. I am gonna.
well, I do have 2 lucky feet.
Mhm.
I am gonna close my eyes and start looking through Houtini's. Does Houtini have dark vision on?
Does Utini have dark vision?
Yeah, 120 feet.
He should.
were you saying Cucini to scout?
She already sent him off ahead.
Then I will hide over here.
Let's
Snark
see.
is more than.
Utini dynamic light. Your vision is not on Utini. Hold on, let me fix that. Night vision 120, you say?
Yes.
Hmm? It should be control. Nope. It is. Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Please just select Utini. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm trying to just see his vision and it doesn't want to cooperate. Sorry, roll 20 is being a butt. Give me a moment, hon.
No problem.
Houtini, I'm gonna put you over here. Give me all this extra. Should be Shift F or Control Alt F? What is the one to look through its vision? C?
Uh,
No. Shift C? Nope, that's to bring him up. Look at that little boy. I need the one that looked through his vision.
I can't. I'm not able to see. I think it was like another tab.
It's not a tab, it's a control command. Roll 20. Time to see what your player can see. Control L. That's why it's not working.
Oh yes, I just found that one.
Okay. Yeah, so his vision should be on.
Yep, I see.
Okay, so Houtini. Okay, Houtini.
Houtini's just gonna go do owl things like land on a tree, boop, flutter for a moment, start scooting forward like they're looking for food. Do little owl hops. Boop, boop, boop.
Hold on one sec. Because the stream view doesn't get to see Houtini for some reason. Fix that too. No, it definitely does. Why is it not showing? Why is it not showing up? I'm gonna slide him back real quick. It's so weird. It has control of Houtini. Ah, that's why. The sheet has control, not the actual. This is actually a teeny. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him back where he was. So there you go. Okay. Houtini can see an animal pen. There are a number of sheep and goats contained within. Also, I guess that should be giving off light. Hold on one sec, because they didn't put a light on it. There's light in there. Yeah, they didn't bother to put light in here. That's kind of dumb. I just got done complimenting you, Roll20. Bonfire emanates a lot. Bonfire. Create bonfire. This cube. Does it say if it makes illumination? It does. 5th edition campfire. Let's press digitation. You make a fart sound and all the sheep look at you.
Have you ever heard an owl fart?
It's a little concerning, yeah. Reduce flames 10 feet bright, 10 dim. I think I'll go off of that. Token emits light. 10 feet. Another 10 dim. Should be visible though, but it's not visible. It's not showing the light. I think there's something wrong with my Roll20 now. Okay, that's working. There, now it's right there. Is it not? Okay, now it is working. Okay. Cool. I think that illuminates it better. Okay, sorry. That's one of those details that they do not do properly. Houtini is able to see because you're getting closer. I'm just gonna go ahead and say they're, there now, because that way I don't have to wait for you to move it slightly closer. A bonfire in the middle of this cave keeps it lit and relatively warm. The scent of roasting meat fills the air as a hunk of meat on a spit drips juices into the fire. Goats and sheep are held in a spacious animal pen enclosed by a crude wooden fence. Other features of the cave include a wooden cart with a broken wheel, 2 old crates, and 2 barrels.
Do those barrels happen to have good meads?
I
thing
don't
on-
think Houtini is able to identify that.
No, but me looking through their eyes might be able to.
You would see that you would have to get much closer to inspect that.
Okay. Houtini's going to go land on the cart and just preen their feathers. And okay.
Okay. Down the hall. Huh, nice. My 6 ring shaped. Houtini is able to see a little ways up. There is a large, giant-like creature sitting cross-legged in this tunnel. A lit torch on the floor is nearby, and it is sharpening a stone knife. It sees the owl flutter in, and there's a moment of contact, and then it throws the dagger.
Asshole.
Well, your owl wasn't hiding.
He's just a tiny owl.
Yes.
This person is an animal abuser.
I mean,
Yeah, that's like a chicken nugget for him.
Or a hunter.
Or a hunter. And owls don't normally fly into caves. I am going to just use its spear, but it's not going to actually be a spear throw.
Owls are wildly considered to be predators at times as well.
Also nocturnal. Which actually isn't that weird considering the lack of light, but still, they don't go into caves. Whoosh. That's a 17 to hit Houtini.
Houtini gets hit by the spear and promptly get feathers fly everywhere, but there's no body to be found.
Yep. With its Fey magic popped, it explodes into glitter. What?
So my face is just absolutely red with fury, and I feel like my hair should be too.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Waiting patiently for the scout to tell us what happened.
Exactly.
I
Her
will
hair
just,
has gone red.
Yep, I will just whisper. There is a giant-like creature that hurt my owl.
And what about the cave? Can we seal the entrance and burn him out, or are there exit? Does he look threatening?
Still whispering. Large bonfire in that far cave. The easternmost cave. With an animal pen, some barrels, and other things. The giant-like figure was to the left of that, which I suspect but cannot confirm might be down the middle path.
Is there anything coming out of the cave?
Not yet. It's only been a couple seconds. You can
You start
continue.
moving around.
Or out of character question doesn't stop your in-character explanation.
They were just sitting there with a torch sharpening a spear. Dagger.
The presence of your dear Houtini may have put them into an alerted state.
If they were using a torch, it might not be able to see that well in the dark.
I'm afraid I don't have anything that might conjure darkness.
I have the opposites where you illuminate things.
As do I.
So put out its torch.
It was just
So-
one.
And a
I
bonfire.
think you would be most suitable for doing that with... Can't you shape water and ice? Wouldn't you be able to snuff it out?
If I get within 30 feet, yes.
Do it for Houtini.
Do it for the hoots.
All right. It looked like it was big. Not like super massive, but it was like horse-sized.
The smaller variety. Okay. Well, it could just be a Goliath if it's horse size. They're pretty big folk.
They are mistaken for giants.
Do the walls of the cave pose any threat to him? Oh, to it, rather. Are they slender in places? Can we make a kill zone?
Not in the cave that I searched. I can't speak for the other ones.
This may not be a realistic question considering our main mission, but what is the alcohol content of their mead? How drunk are you?
Probably very. She's
Not-
been drinking.
Not drunk enough to be not angry.
So it won't go boom.
You're not blowing up my alcohol.
Seconded.
Fine.
How flammable is mead?
It does usually get to, like, I don't know, 15% or so. If not more.
Hmm.
If memory serves. I haven't fucking made it, so don't trust me.
So is the plan to go in? Smoke them out?
Yes, but Oshis, you want to be careful of the light.
I'll be fine.
Could have
Which way?
Oshis be the one that gets his attention with some shots to draw him out of the cave, and then we jump him.
Which way do you want to enter?
What way did Houtini go in? I'm sure I saw, but I could not see.
Yeah, Houtini went in the far right one, the eastern one, where there was light coming out of.
Can't find
I will
anything on if
start
mead is flammable.
I'm gonna start sneaking up that way until I get too close to the light.
The light is going to. I'm gonna say because you can see where the light starts. It's gonna be like right about there.
Okay.
Just because of the corners and angling.
Should I roll another stealth check?
Yes. Because you guys have been outside talking.
26.
26. Okay. So that's where the light is going to start. Everybody else can redo their stealth rolls. Sonar is also going to make a stealth roll because she should be quiet as well.
Oh, baby.
Ah, better.
I'll take my lucky rabbit's beats.
Okay. So what's the plan?
Can't see a whole lot.
Yeah.
The caves aren't as slender as I might have liked, but we can still form a bit of a front line between Kaith and Sonar, while us two blast it from behind.
That's what I figured.
I-
We'll use Oshis to draw them out. Because for us, it's wide. For the giant, or the bigger man, it's a pretty narrow passage, and we can just bottleneck him.
I want to stay far away enough from Oshis that I don't give her away. So I'll be hanging a little bit back, but close enough that I can get there.
She's not gonna go into the light, knowing that we're trying to draw them out. Is that a sheep? I'm gonna shoot the sheep.
That's a sheep.
I'm gonna shoot the sheep to try and get the thing's attention.
Okay.
He's gonna
Please make an attack.
sneaky sneaky waddle over to the side to take cover.
I don't need any more than that. There is a very audible "Bleh!" as this sheep gets shot. It startles all the other sheep and goats to the point that they start bucking and pushing against the pen exit and kind of quickly dogpiling in the other direction. There is a very audible, giant noise of frustration and anger, and as that happens, you see it start to round the corner, and we will roll
Start
initiative.
moving back.
Initiatives, please. Oh,
My
sorry.
initiative's
Pause.
not
Pause. She's Thalia Fontes. Keith, go ahead and roll. Okay. Oh, She's has a 22. Thalia has a 4. Fontes has 11. Sonar, where did your sheet go? Sonar with a natural 1. Well, not a natural 1, but a 2 that becomes a 1 because her dex is terrible. This guy is going to get his roll in. Oh, and I guess I should actually tell you what you see. This is what would be called a verbig or verbig, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Are giants that resemble oversized humans with gangly limbs and elongated faces. Some have other features that give them a fearful aspect. So basically, they're like big, ugly humans, which would be describing most giants. Big. Yeah, it. Well, that's the weird thing too. The artwork isn't very consistent for them. The 5th edition one uses this, which coincidentally he's also stealing a cask of mead, or he's stealing a cask of some kind. This is the one they use for him. But you know, the artwork is not consistent. A lot of them just look like tall humans with weird faces. Misshapen potato faces, as it were. But yeah, so that's what Oshie sees because he's coming around the corner. And I'm gonna roll his. Did I roll his? I did roll his. So that's his. This. I need this, and this. I'm not going to roll for all the sheep that are now engaged in combat against Oshis. It just doesn't seem fair. Or maybe I should. Have them just be really upset at the murder of their king.
The king sheep.
I would choose the king, right?
Yep. Okay. So, Oshis, you technically have the first go of it.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna move up 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark. Shoot him twice.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go regular arrows. 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
For 14. For 15 damage. And then the second one. Could be a 25.
25 will hit.
For 13 damage.
15 and 13.
Yeah.
All right. One second.
And
Oh, go ahead.
and then I will GTFO back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, just behind Sonar.
Okay. That. Doing my sortings. Okay. The
Okay, it's coming, guys.
the Verbeeg howls in annoyance. It's 13. 2 arrows plunk into its chest. It is not happy with the circumstances of what you had done. Do. Okay. He is not happy about being shot. He is going to move because he now can see. Actually, he can't see you because you stepped back into darkness. What's your passive? Well, he wouldn't be passively looking. He would be actively looking at this point. He probably would have torch in hand too. I should have specified that since it was on the ground near him. 5, 10, 15. Actually, I'm just going to put that on him so that it becomes visible. Oh, actually, it already has him emitting light. Easy. Why would they... They put light on the Marauder, but they didn't put light on the bonfire. Alright, you know what? It's fine. So, you should be able to see his light as well when he comes out. He has a 40-foot movement, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Sonar is in his way, so Sonar is going to be what he strikes. He's going to come in two-handed with a spear. It's going to be 15 to hit Sonar. And an 18 to hit Sonar. Sonar, who has no armor class, will take both hits. Why did it not roll damage? Always roll damage. Damn it, I just closed it. Marauder. Close that, not the sheet. Okay. Something we can do. Huh. Well, that's interesting. 1. Ignore the natural 20. I'm just getting the damage. And 2. So she's going to take 28 points of damage from 2 spear attacks.
Yeah, that thing throws down.
Yeah, it's a giant. Okay.
Yeah, kind of expected the tank to be ready at the door.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be last on initiative,
She
so
is
that
at the door. Thank you.
You're not last in initiative, thank you.
Ivantis.
okay, second to last.
Yeah.
Third to last because Sonar got a 1.
Did it drop its torch to do that attack? Like, is a torch on the ground or is it in his
It
hand?
specified two-handed.
Yeah, it did specify two-handed, so it dropped the torch.
All right.
In fact, torch. I will make a torch for you. 1 second.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to put it out. So.
Does it
Or use
specifically
Mage
say
Hand to
put it
ram it
on?
up its clacker.
I believe I can. Soil or 1 cubic foot, chill, warm, something. I make a color. a symbol or something appear. Create a non-magical trinket or illusionary image. Oh, yeah, over the top. I can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna snap my fingers and it's gonna go out, and I'm just gonna whisper in its head, telepathically, "We're going to die for killing my owl."
Actually, your owl's not dead. It just returned to its plane of existence. He doesn't actually say that.
Yeah.
Oshis, you are back in darkness.
Oh, darkness, my old friend.
It's gloom now. Darkness, or gloom, my good friend.
That is my turn, because that's an action.
Lucky day. From deeper within the cave, there is a bear roar. How fast do you move? Oh my god, everything's so fast.
Excellent, excellent.
Bear! Oh my god, there's a bear in your Thalia. This bear comes lumbering out the other side of this cave entrance, the leftmost cave entrance.
Can I argue I had an 18 in stealth?
You could, but this is still where it comes barreling out. So it goes like right. Actually, I mean, you can argue it, but you're out in the open, so you're not really hiding outside of hiding behind a tree. So I'll say it stops here.
That's good enough for me.
Yep. And then, yeah, okay. It doesn't notice you. Instead, it's going to notice other people who have acted and are not hiding. So it can maul them on the next turn. Kaith. Bear.
We could have been to East Haven by now, y'all. We're all going to die here because dum-dums had to go look for a fucking giant at level 3.
Listen,
I want y'all to know that when I die, I'm pissed right now. We could have avoided this. That wizard is probably dead, and now we're going to join him.
is this Kaith or Frost talking?
Both.
I mean,
why not?
do you want me to tell you what's waiting in East Haven?
Probably all their terrible things, but you know what? That would have been a slow burn, not giant.
I mean,
It's like, so what do we expect
It's
with giant?
it's only,
Giant.
it's only a Verbeeg, so it's not that horrible.
Actually,
Hang on, how much damage did he do to the mummy again?
I mean, it's still a giant.
Only 28.
I rolled low on the first hit.
Yeah, the 28 would have immediately put me unconscious, so...
If it helps, it can't see.
If it helps, it only
It
has
does
+6
help.
to its AC.
Mm-hmm.
To its attack.
But hey, Kaith, it's your turn.
Don't worry, I've got something up my sleeve.
your elbow?
Yeah, a bear. It's gonna be a bear.
Elbow ain't up my sleeve.
It might be up Thalia's sleeve.
Listen, if y'all die, I can just bring Dougler and Daomi over, and we can just do guys on Saturdays.
It's on Saturdays now.
Well, in that case, yeah. Thalia just lays down and dies. Whoops.
Don't lay down and die, please.
Has this been the plan all along? Did I get
No,
bamboozled?
this is the actual encounter that they wrote for this area. This is the encounter you could
Set
have
up,
gotten.
I'm
This is
so
the
mad.
encounter you could have gotten if you had started in Goodmead. I don't know why they thought this was.
Yeah, well, okay,
acceptable
cool.
for
First
level-
encounter for
This is
Lonelywood. Like there's an angry moose.
This is Wizards of the Coast idea of a level 1 encounter.
No,
it's-
like,
it's
there's
not-
an angry
It's actually
moose.
not their idea of a level 1 encounter. This is their idea of a starting quest in the town you started. They make suggestions of what towns you should start in, but they're like, there are some that are more difficult than others, and if they really want to start in those towns, that's what they get. And it's like,
I
okay.
just like, so what does Lonelywood God deal with? Angry Moose. What about, like,
Hey,
Tremolane?
that moves
Tourmaline. Kobolds. And good mead? A giant. Oh.
There was
Not
in
kobolds
Tourmaline, there was that beak brain creature.
Hey, you just pick them off from a distance. It's fine.
The same rules apply to giants, to be fair.
Yep. Why do you think the wizard suggested making a wall of meat?
Let's see, guiding bolt range. Okay.
Make you very easy to be hit by the bear. You're not hiding from your eyes. This could happen.
It's like, haha, I've actually been chaotic evil. It's all, no,
Death Bunny.
well, since he's this close, I will inflict wounds. I'll give him the old grab.
22 will hit. It's not a DC though, right? It's just touch.
Yeah, just
Loss of damage.
Just
24 necrotic.
bad touch. Fuck you.
Bad touch. Fuck you
Look at the
for-
damage this Verbeeg did. Level 1 spell.
He's like 3 times my rabbit size. What do you want from me?
It definitely hurts. It looks like it hurt, and if there were to be a way to describe where its health points would be without giving a number, it is well past bloodied.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Do I have any bonus action? Oh no, my only bonus action would be to jump away, and I'm not going to do that. So
You could.
that's it.
Have a mummy there to tank.
Look, the mummy's been good to me. I gotta keep her around.
It's true.
Anything else?
No, that is it.
Thalia, a bear came charging out of the other side, and it looks like it's going to go well for your allies.
Yeah, that doesn't look too lovely whatsoever. Let's have it make a wisdom save, same as the Verbeeg Marauder as Thalia. Suddenly appears to both of them as a deathly necrotic creature when she casts Cause Fear at 2nd level.
Okay.
Nice.
The bear counter spells. It's actually a druid.
Druids don't get counterspell.
DC 13 wisdom save, please.
Magic initiate.
It's only one creature.
2nd level upcasting. One extra creature per level.
So you're casting it at 3rd?
2nd level. This is a 1st level spell.
Oh, it says necromancy too.
Because he upcast it.
That's
Yeah,
roll 20
you-
being strange.
Yeah, you can select. You can select.
No,
whether or not
that's
to-
fine. I'm just saying that he said he was upcasting, but it said it was okay.
Oh yeah,
Second
because
level or higher,
it
one
says
creature.
necromancy
No,
too.
it's fine. Yeah, I see it.
See?
So-
Necromancy 1.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I saw it. It made sense. So
Oh,
bear
fuck
makes
you.
a 16. It's smarter than the average bear, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, boo-boo. And saving throw plus 2 wisdom. 15. Oh, that is
That's a
Sonar.
mummy.
That's not right. Where did? Oh,
Yeah, tell me about this lay down and die option.
That's not it. Sorry, that's not correct. This one. Natural 1.
That's better.
There you go. So
Okay, I effectively feared the creature that is bloodied.
and
Good
blind.
stuff.
Or not blind, but can't see currently.
As per conditions, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer.
Oh, hey, guess what? It can't see you.
Yep, that's why Thalia is going to run away from the fucking bear.
No, I mean, you're not within its line of sight because it can't see you.
Sucks.
Just run up next to it.
Yeah.
Get in immediate melee range so it can see you.
What kind of sight does this thing have?
The Verbeeg normal sight,
It's the normal side, the normal kind.
the normal kind that requires light.
Yeah,
With the
Thalia
lens
runs
of
up
the lid.
next to the Verbeeg, rather next to Oshus. Great.
Runs up to the Verbeeg. Okay, I got it. How do you know where Oshis is?
Okay, she runs to a random spot and She's comfortably behind the wall of meat, so she's happy.
Lambs and
Until
Until
toast.
next turn.
Comfortably behind a wall of meat. Okay. Sinar is going to attempt to kill steal. You've been doing that quite a bit today.
I keep trying to click on the thing that lets me see what it does, but I keep posting it instead.
Try to not mouse over the part that has the word bubble. So it's going to try its dreadful glare first because, much like Thalia, it can still see it, even if it can't see her. So it's going to do that. Because if it fails, it will become... Oh, wait. It's already frightened. I thought this paralyzed it. Never mind. It's not going to do
No,
that.
I think that's the punch, isn't it?
No. I thought it was this, but...
Oh, it does. It does. If you read down,
Oh.
it's also paralyzed for the same duration.
Sweet. Okay. Well, then we're going to do it anyways, because we're going for paralyzed.
If it fails by 5 or more.
Okay. Cool. That's what I wanted. Ha! Nope. Of course,
Oh,
that's when
man.
I roll well. Okay. DC 11. It's... Wait, hold on. Does it... but even with disadvantage, it's still a 14. Okay. Sonar shrugs, punches it. Natural 20.
Oh.
That's 11,
Oh, shit.
20, 31. Wait, hold on.
Second
And-
Verbeeg, huh?
She punches a hole through it because it reduces its max HP as well. So
He just rips
Oh,
its heart
no.
out and eats it.
yeah. So the same spot where Kate had hit it with the inflict wounds softened up its meaty bits, and so she literally punches a hole through it. Then pounces and starts eating it.
You're scary.
Yeah.
That was a sweet second
I
level
love
spell.
her.
It had 33 HP left, so I was like, oh, she didn't kill it, and then it's like, oh right, she reduces its health on top of it. No, it's dead. Yeah, so she jumps on top of it and starts eating this Verbeeg. Jeez. Sonar is now eating this heart punched giant.
You go, girl. You get it.
Remember when y'all were
I'm
really
gonna-
afraid of this giant and then it died in one round?
Look,
Someone was
I'm-
really afraid of it.
Look, I'm
And-
not expecting the bear to die as quick. He could crit me and just instantly kill me.
I'm gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark to the bear. Sorry, bear. I don't want to do
Could
it.
crit
We
me.
love you, Bear. We're sorry.
Name it.
What if you befriended Bear?
I want to befriend bear, but
Just offer him
I
your picnic basket.
but I also
that was
am
Pathfinder,
hunter, and bear means meat.
And if only we had like someone who could talk with animals or potentially shapeshift into one and deal with this.
Yeah, that'd be real helpful. Too bad there's nobody like that.
I can't.
Yeah, Thalia, why didn't you take that spell?
Wink.
I can't imagine where such a thing would come into play.
Sorry, that's why I'm multi-classing into a
Yes.
druid. Who can't cast spells because I'm in metal armor.
Yeah. For 5.
Or
piercing-
7.
For 7. There it is.
Or 7 altogether.
It makes a noise as it gets shot with an arrow.
I'm sorry.
And you're also not hidden anymore. Anything else?
No, that's it. How am I not hidden anymore?
You're invisible, but you attack.
Yeah, I'm invisible.
So it's aware, but it can follow your trajectory and do all that stuff. But yeah. All right.
You've allowed it to see your predator shimmer.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's still disadvantage if it wants to hit me.
A new challenger approaches. An ogre steps out of this side, and it grabs something heavy. And it's
Now, just why were these things living next door to each other? Wouldn't they have fucking like lawn disputes?
And I would like to introduce you to an old television series called Three's Company about 3 people who would never normally live together, all roommating one time.
Yeah, the ogre is pretending to be gay so that the landlord wouldn't realize that the bear and the Verbeeg were all romantic It yeets a javelin at Thalia. 14 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 13 piercing.
I am almost dead.
It would be Doug's turn, but he is dead. Also, his name was Doug.
Aw.
He had a name.
Yeah, well, Doug squished my owl. Doug deserves it.
Doug didn't squish your owl. He stabbed it, technically.
He deserves it even more then.
You're up.
He didn't look it in the eye when he killed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to. Look at that ogre, and say, laugh, haha, laugh. And then in its head, I'm gonna say the same thing, and I'm going to cast hideous laughter. So I need a wisdom save.
Don't you know ogres are the most wisdomy?
Motherfucker.
I say as I blow 2 natural 20s. Okay. He just goes. Ha ha ha.
All right. Well, that sucks. Fuck. That's my turn.
Okay. I'm gonna flip a coin. Evens, Oshis, odds, Thalia. All right.
Don't go for Thalia. The
You
outfit I
know-
want for my next character is $200, and I
Yeah,
haven't
I-
ordered it yet.
I remember
$200.
getting sassed last turn about this happening. It's weird.
Weird.
That's alright, I'll come up with a different character concept in about, in the meantime.
It goes 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Knocks you down, and then it bites. Which you're helpless, so it's a 16. 2 failed death saves, please.
Yeah, I'm looking pretty tasty.
Yep, it's gonna start chewing and chomping. Hey, Kaith, Thalia's getting mauled by a bear, quite literally.
Yeah, so. Well, that sucks. Jump away. No.
Oh, that
Jump
sucks.
away.
Shame our mummy's distracted with food.
Look, man, you gotta quit that. It's not cool.
If you moved over one, you'd be flanking? Are you flanking now? How does this work?
I mean, technically, well,
I mean, you can't see me, but
and no,
Yeah, I don't
I would,
know if
I
I'd
would,
be- I
I would
wouldn't be
say
able
it
to get
wouldn't it wouldn't get it because the way flanking works is it's trying to defend against 2 people, and if it's not aware of you being there, it's not really doing that.
Like, what is the voice behind me saying, look over here?
Over here, maul me.
Ah, yeah, 5 bludgeoning and.
Bludgeoning. Okay,
There's 6 health to fall.
that's good because I was really worried when I saw that attack roll. I was like, oh, we're just YOLOing it. All right, so Thalia, you're not dying anymore, but you are still being mauled by a bear.
Yeah, situation every wizard likes to find themselves in.
Look, a much more delicious morsel has booped him. I'm sure he's got bigger things to worry about now.
much more delicious morsel.
I just look like a bigger version of normal prey for some animals. Like the
I mean, they're omnivores, so they could go for you, or they could continue going for the gluten-free wizard.
You know what? I just want to say that bears hibernate in the winter. The fact that there is a bear not hibernating.
You can
I
only
mean-
sleep so much.
You can only sleep for so much. It's been winter for 2 years.
So?
Now he has to feast so he can sleep some more.
Thalia,
yeah, we woke.
you're
broke his neck.
you're not dying anymore, but you are being mauled by a bear.
Yeah, that is pretty frattening. She's going to try the exact same thing she did last turn, and try to cause fear at second level at both the bear and the ogre. DC 13 wisdom save, please, otherwise I'm probably dead again.
Ogre. Yeah. 5 for the ogre.
Good! The human half elf currently being mauled is a
6.
frightening presence.
Okay. My dice have decided that this is where shit actually gets scary. So there you go. Both the bear and the ogre are frightened.
Good. The snack just became a small fish. The bear doesn't want to get tiny bones lodged into its esophagus.
We'll go with that.
But bears eat fish.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he
Alright.
definitely just made himself more appealing. Sonar's gonna come over. Sonar's gonna do the glare again, because if we can stun the bear will be stunned. Motherfuck. Okay, sure, fine. Not for the one that will paralyze it to make it easier for everyone else.
Ability checks don't count for saves, do they?
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, never mind.
It's gonna be a 22 to hit though, and now the bear has to make a con save. That's the other bear con. Yep. Okay. No neck. None of that for it. So it's gonna take 21. 21 damage. Sonar once again coming in as a powerhouse. She may need to die eventually. But she smacks the bear really hard. She boops it in the nose and she's like, "No, don't eat the half elf." Well, she's. You are standing right next to a bear.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my short sword and I'll stab the bear.
You now have flanking advantage.
She would
16.
technically be hidden anyhow.
16 will hit. Hey, you know what? You know what it had for health? 9.
Ten.
Sorry.
No. 10 would have been amusing too, but it had 9. So you stab it, it falls over, it falls onto Kaith and Thug.
Oh no.
No, it doesn't, but it falls over.
These trees are fallen, right?
Just these two.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark over to the ogre.
Okay. Speaking of which, it's his turn. And sphere.
Can't willingly move closer or and his attacks have disadvantage. Attacks and ability checks.
Can't willingly move closer to you.
And the range is 60 feet.
Yeah. Alright, so it can't step within 20 feet of you. Well, actually, that's going to keep it from stepping here. Alright. It's going to grab a rock and throw it at Oshis. It already has disadvantage, so why not? Actually, it has a rock and it's going to throw it at you. It already has disadvantage.
Toby.
It's gonna,
Yeah, that's a good choice.
It's going to throw it at the thing that's scaring it.
Yeah, causing disadvantage doesn't really matter when you have 9 AC, does it?
I mean, I still have to roll above a certain
Now-
number. to
Okay,
actually-
hang on.
I wasn't going to... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. That just causes disadvantage, so it doesn't...
You know, if we
Change
make
it.
it out of this, when we hit level 4, you take medium armor proficiency immediately as a feat, so you can wear that
Jesus
studded leather
fucking
armor.
Christ!
You still hit with the 9.
I just like that I burned a natural 20 on it as well. Yeah, so...
So I'm not dead outright.
You know,
Oh, but you are knocked out. Or 8.
I am.
How much? Yeah, you're knocked out, right?
Yeah, we don't do
Yes,
the
I am.
cool thing of if you take so much damage over 0, you just instantly die, right? That would be terrible.
That means the source of its fear is dealt with. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, it's not dumb. It's not going to put itself immediately into flank. It's going for Oshis. There you go. Juvantis, your friend just got mauled by a bear and then got hit by a rock.
Thalia's having a
Yeah.
rough day, man.
Thalia's
She might
having a rough
give me
day
a
of it.
booze later.
You made yourself a prime target, I'm just going to say.
I'm just gonna angle myself right about here. I'm gonna take out a little vial, and I'm gonna pop the cap, and then I'm just gonna blow and use it to spray acid and cast Caustic Brew. Dexterity save.
For the ogre. 4.
All right. Every turn, it's gonna take that damage, and then I back up.
Frost or acid?
Acid.
Okay, I heard frosty brew, which is why I was asking.
Caustic Brew.
Caustic. All right. It's acidy. The bear is dead. Its name was Yagobor.
Yeah, well, Yago Bor shouldn't have hit my wizard.
Shouldn't have mauled
Yeah,
your wizard.
Yago
Keith.
Bull, more like Yago Dead. Am I right?
You know what's funny? Everything in
Mhm.
here has a name except for the ogre. The ogre is just named Friend.
Let's see. Why not? And just. Okay.
Hippity hoppity, motherfucker.
These cool things and like no bonus actions except to heal or to jump away.
Look, healing as a bonus action is pretty dope.
Turns out the ogre didn't have disadvantage, and it criticaled Thalia to death.
Just killed.
Technically, I'd still live through 19 damage. But yes, I understand why.
It's like, it's not a bribe. That's instant death.
The first two were. Oh, shit, the glass.
It's death.
Okay.
What you doing, Keith?
Actually, you know what? Before I go, rewind back to here.
Snap back to reality.
Going to cure wounds. The severely JoJo beat up looking wizard.
Oh no. She got JoJo'd.
Of
10.
course, I rolled a 1, so there's your 10. Okay.
Fuck, my connection to this mortal coil is still going.
That sounds like lich talk to me.
Let's see. Can't do a bonus
Killer.
action spell.
Which,
right?
you're just someone who's horribly depressed.
I'm a millennial wizard. This is the worst thing you can't do a bonus action spell after a regular one, right?
Only a bonus action cantrip.
Okay.
Or only a maximum of 1 spell per turn.
Then I am done.
Okie day. Thalia, you're no longer dying again. But you are prone on the ground.
This has got to be
A new record.
an impressive torture technique.
I think Thalia is a liability.
She is gonna get up, and I didn't think I'd make it this far, so I'm not sure what she does. She is. She doesn't want to go into the lair to get cover.
Why not? There's definitely nothing else in there waiting.
Does the massive bear count as at least partial cover?
No, it
Shit.
does
Yeah, god damn it. She's going to toss a firebolt. She's going to be boring. 13 to hit.
not. 13 to hit the ogre. Well, ogres are known for their natural armor, so it hits.
For 7 fire damage. And then she runs into an unknown area to get fucking gangbanged.
Well. The goats and sheep are out, and they're thoroughly pissed, so you're surrounded by the bleeding eyes of revenge. And you are promptly trampled to death.
Knew this was coming.
I embrace death. Yeah, so.
But yeah,
anything
that's my
else?
turn.
Alright.
Nope, 7 fire damage. That's it.
Sonar coming in once again to kill steal from the group because Mummy OP. Did I do a glare on him already?
I don't
that
think
was on,
so.
That was on the bear.
Yeah.
Should close that sheet because I don't need it anymore. Wisdom, 13. Yeah, okay. No, it's fine. One of these days it'll go off correctly. 24 to hit. And I feel like I shouldn't even roll the con because it's a poker. But here it is anyways. Alright, there you go. Alright, so it's gonna take 30 damage. And a massive chunk of its health.
I just want to let you know that you rolled that con save twice, and the first one was a 22.
Oh. I don't know why it double clicked. So it did not take 30 damage. It only took 20. Thank you for pointing that out. Take inspiration for integrity. I didn't either. I'm really glad she said something. Yeah, so there you go.
I just don't want the mummy to kill steal again.
It's not that she kill steals, she opens it up for y'all. Like, because you immediately nuked the bear as well. For its remaining health. Anyways, you're up, Oshis, to potentially get another kill if you land a really good hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him.
Stand. 24, not a kill.
I mean, I've only been rolling once.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 altogether.
That wouldn't have killed it even if she had reduced it, but it would have been really hurt. It's really, really, really hurt right now. Unfortunately, it survived. Anything else for your turn?
No. Nope.
Okay.
I don't really have any bonus actions.
7?
It takes 7 acid damage.
That would have killed it if it had failed its save. So, this is going to be a D3. 1 to 2 is Sonar. 3 to 4 is Kaith. 5 to 6 is Oshis. It's doing doubles again. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's going to be the 2. So it's going to be Sonar.
Damn.
I'll take it. You just see the rock taunt, like, bring it.
No, it's Sonar. It's not you.
Gotta stop beating up our mummy friend.
I wanted
Well,
to
it doesn't
hit.
have to worry because it's an 8. So she ducks it and it misses. Levantis.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I rolled that wrong. I rolled 2d6, it's supposed to be 2d4.
Oh,
It takes 4 acid at the start of this turn.
it would not have died from the caustic brew. Alright.
Then I fire.
Hits.
Indeed.
Not dead.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah. No, I don't think I need to.
I am going to know. Alright, Kaith.
Okay, I'm gonna step in front here. Actually, no, I'll do this first, and then I'll jump in front so he doesn't just charge right for Thalia.
Why would he do that?
No, he knows Thalia's doomed by whatever else is in this map. There's actually,
It's like, this is only the
the
first
random
room?
encounter Ancient Ice Dragon on the other side.
Oh, yeah, I did mention that last
Yeah, I
week.
was gonna say you laughed, but that's a totally legit thing I saw someone run into.
I mean,
It's
I,
like-
I warned you guys about it last week, so
Yeah, what
If it
were
sho-
we?
if it
One number off?
if it shows up, it's not my fault. It's just part of the way
Okay.
the game is written.
16 to hit.
Hits.
You can't reach out and touch this thing.
There's a lot of belly to touch. Give us that damage.
I was
Benjamin.
gonna say, you ever see the old Fist of the North Star like movie back in the '80s where he kicks a fat dude in the stomach until he just dies?
You're already dead.
Hiya!
Oh my god. So its tummy explodes because it only had 2 HP left. And so it dies, and that
Yay,
marks
Kay.
the end of combat because it's dead. Flop.
Talia needs to like get her strength up, multi-class to a barbarian just to get more HP.
I'm gonna run up to this thing here, and I'm just gonna kick it a couple times until my hair turns green again.
Okay. She is kicking it and kicking it and kicking it and kicking it and kicking it. It's making her feel better. That's what's important, right?
Yeah, and then my hair returns to green.
I'd be careful up there. I think I pissed off a bunch of pinned animals.
They all come charging out of the thing and run Yavantis over.
This is when the ranger spell like Thorn Growth would be great. They just mow themselves down, charging.
Oh yeah, or
They-
cordon
they-
of arrows.
Yeah, they run through and just like shred themselves. Hey, look, ground meat.
Man, we're gonna be eating good.
I think spike growth is a 3rd level spell though. So.
It's either 2nd or 3rd. Some of the few things I used on break all the time.
Do we want to check out the cave?
Still got meat to find.
It seems
Yeah.
prudent.
I will go check. You keep an eye on the poor injured one.
A random rock falls from the sky and hits the.
Dinar, are you okay? You seem injured. As I run away from Thalia.
Sonar just kind of shrugs, pops her shoulder back into place. I'll be all right.
You like some armor?
No. I appreciate the offer, though.
Hey, Thalia, are you okay?
Yeah, well enough. But if you have any drink to spare, I won't complain.
My hair's green, so yes, I share my drink.
Okay, I'm alright.
Drink solves everything. Let's
Wasn't of and solutions to all of life's problems.
Well, now I can comfortably say I've rolled with a bear and survived. Just, embellish the part about how I had to be saved twice.
And you got rocked by an ogre.
And you got rocked.
Yep, it did happen.
I'll use the loose definition for that one when I
Well,
write
neat.
about it in the future.
So they don't need the fire.
Oh, so you're
details.
gonna put in your writing that you're loose?
Fan fiction and self-inserts.
Wait, you
Chapter
write
title,
fan
utterly
fiction about
destroyed by an
yourself?
ogre.
I'm like walking into and I'm getting ready to walk into the cave, and then I hear this stuff about fanfiction. I'm like, ooh, details.
New
You
chapter,
write-
utterly destroyed by an ogre in front of a bunch of elves.
You write fan fiction about yourself. Isn't that
was
just
not
lying?
the best word. Yes, it is. It's a good,
So
it's
it's
good for
not
practice,
fan
okay.
fiction. It's fiction fiction.
fiction. Yes,
It's friction fiction.
Haha.
yes. It's something to do when you get bored and you can't think of a witty article name.
Panties.
Believe me, I tried. The editor rejected that.
Yeah.
It's not how you lead an interesting tale about demons. Now that's what the fanfiction editor had a different opinion.
Get in the cave.
Get
Look,
the
I'm
fuck
gonna.
out of
It's
here.
like they're talking about their editorial. I'm searching in here like where's the stuff? This good meat town better be real good to us after we're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a hand on Kay's shoulder and say, hang on. Should we, I don't know, check to make sure they're not like booby trapped or anything?
What's in here, DM?
Yeah.
Gonna
So,
look around.
So in here, I can open it back up. Um, that's assuming that you all stumbled in and a fight comes out. If you guys had fought it in here, it would have tried throwing people into the bonfire.
Nice.
It's just my Minotaur.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a
Yeah.
reverse.
Oh, ha, 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 ha. If you had threatened to harm the goats, you could have done an intimidation check that would have made it talk.
Oh. Well,
Instead,
we
she shot
bypassed
it.
that one.
Instead, she shot it and put it into a rage.
We all live and we all learn.
This cookie meat roast.
You're real diplomatic.
Used to be. Oh. Ha 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 ha. So you guys walk past that bonfire, and while the meat smells like roasting meat, closer inspection, it looks a little dwarven shaped.
No, not the dwarf.
Because it used to be a shield dwarf lumberjack. So there's a small bundle near a log by the campfire that contains a battle axe and a pair of boots sticking out. There is nothing in these crates. It's probably just miscellaneous storage. Nothing is really indicating that these are the missing meat casts. Yeah, it really is Beef Swellington's campfire. It's terrifying. Terrifyingly accurate.
Make the slow boop 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 boop.
What's back here?
When
you step over to that spot.
We explode.
Yeah, you explode. This is a natural tunnel that bisects a ring-shaped excavation in the area. Which was once an additional burial chamber. Niches cut into the north end of the outer ring hold nothing of interest. So there's little grooves here. They look like they would have been like little burial niches. There's nothing there. You will see that there's stairs that will lead down. Yeah, I think that leads down. So, carved steps on the south side. Oh, climb 5 feet to this 10-foot high, 15-foot square room, which has narrow natural exits on the east and west. So little stair slopies down, going in that direction. East and west walls. In the middle of the room is a rectangular stone block 7 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet tall. Pictographs on the walls of the chamber tell a tale of a tribe's journey through mighty mountains and across a perilous tundra.
Am I able to, if I study the...
Lar, look at you. Got here quick.
I've always been here. Elves have to stick together after all.
Do you recognize these pictographs? And I would like to study them and see if I can learn anything.
They look like they tell of a tribe's journey through mighty mountains and across a perilous tundra. If you're regarding if it means anything to me or my past, no, I don't recognize them.
Okay. Am I able
It's
to make
like-
a...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're right. Am I able to make a history check to see if I can learn who these pictographs refer to?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
As far as the two going in the other direction, this is coming in here. This dead end cavern has a crudely excavated 10-foot wide pit in the middle of the floor.
The tomb, just the whatever thing. What is it called? The sarcophagus, coffin, whatever. Does it look disturbed? Does it look like it's been opened?
Does the pit have a stench about it?
Not from where you're standing.
The fire does though.
Yeah, the fire smells like meat. Yes, and peeking over the side, you see that it is a refuse pit of bones, waste, and trash. So it is a refuse pit. Very likely that the giant and the ogre squat down and shit into it as well.
We chose the wrong way. Let's go see what the others are up to.
With a 17 history check, let's see. You're able to decipher that a tribal chieftain was laid to rest here in ancient times. Pictographs illustrate how the chieftain led her. Oh, it is a chiefess. Or chieftain. I guess it's a gender neutral term nowadays. The chieftain led her tribe to settle in Icewind, how they fought off terrible monsters to claim their land, and how they found peace in their new home. When you study the artwork, you can pick out an image of the chieftain wielding a wand and casting destructive spells.
The one who lays here was a mage.
That's interesting.
That looks like the path back outside. Let's see if we can find anything beyond these
Down the stairs.
goods here. Oh, madam, I will keep you safe, hopefully, unless there's a bear, at which point, well, we're both kind of screwed, but yeah.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh,
I am thankful, however. Thank you for your help.
you are most welcome. I couldn't just leave people to die. It'd be against my nature.
Oh, Shees, when you step in here, the frozen stream ends at a 7-foot deep frozen pool at the back of a dark cave. Trapped beneath the pool ice is a stone statue of a smiling young man, naked except for a well-placed oak leaf, with his face turned towards the sky.
What?
Trapped beneath the pool's ice is a stone statue of a smiling young man, naked except for a well-placed oak leaf, with his face turned toward the sky.
I mean, not my type, but
I mean, you don't know. He looks pretty hard.
Gotta be adventurous.
I mean, but he's also under ice. And it's a
We can change that with some shape water.
Hey, Vantis! There's a naked guy in the water. Well, the ice.
It's technically still water, though.
Pretty statue.
Oh, what is this?
Hey, look what you found.
I mean, I wonder why it's under the ice. That's a weird place.
Gotta ignore the part about the ogre because he's dead. Suspended from the ceiling of this chamber are a series of ropes and pulleys. Are 3 baskets clustered near the south wall. Are 3 wooden casks carved with good mead's heraldic symbol. A drinking mug made of a cut-off section of horn with the antler handle added. upright and centered. You found the stolen mead.
We did it.
Right.
I'll just okay. The whole like, oh, if anyone can hear us, we've discovered them. We found them.
Now that we're hopefully out of danger, Thalia will cast light on, I don't know, like a bracelet or something.
That sounds
Give the
good.
party something.
One room at a time. All right. Let's see if the statue has anything worthwhile. And I'm going to use shape water to remove the ice and slide it aside.
Wait, what if this is the chieftain guy and he's not really in his sarcophagus, but he's...
And he was just petrified while holding an oak leaf over his penis?
Well,
I mean-
Yavantis would know through her own history check that the chieftain was a she.
That's true. The chieftain was a she.
Whoops.
But they might have had a dick. You don't know.
But she could have had a dick.
Statue. Digging statue out. Okay. Yeah, so you take the statue out, or you at least open it up to see, get a better look at it. It's a statue of a naked man looking up to the sky.
I would like to make a little investigation to see if there's any hidden compartments or anything special about it. Magic rooms, that kind of thing. Do. Natural 20.
You don't find anything hidden on the statue.
Well, it's just a statue.
I mean, it is a statue.
It is a statue.
You,
Does it look heavy?
It's a statue.
dude.
No,
It's a statue.
It's a stone statue. So I mean, to a wizard, everything is.
The statue of this person, does it look familiar or anything? I know I obviously recognize the oak leaf.
Do you?
No.
It's a pretty big oak leaf too. Just saying. You might be able to make a knowledge check.
Not like
Usually, statues are dedicated to important figures and/or religious. So you can do like history, maybe might get something, or religion might get something. You know, the general fact-finding.
I'll do religion because I'm bad at that.
Yeah.
Hey,
there you go.
Thalia. Need your religious and or historical understanding.
Yeah, well, you have no idea what this is.
It's a naked man
It's a naked
with a
man.
big penis.
Look
Hearing
at the
this,
naked man with the big penis.
religious understanding is required. Thalia kind of laughs and then, historical. Okay, I'm on my way.
No, she's really. Thalia's really coming for the big penis.
Come give us some religious insight, not cleric.
I
Boy,
said
if
Kate
if
and
only-
Thalia.
If only we had a cleric here who could tell us religion.
It's like I said.
Yeah,
Kate
but
and
religion
Thalia.
is intelligence, not wisdom.
If only
Hey,
there
first
was-
off, I
if
can
only there
guidance
was some
myself.
religious
Like, you-
person who could tell us about this religious thing.
Yeah, and it's like I
Yeah.
said, Kate and Thalia.
I mean, you
Oh.
originally only said Thalia, and then you corrected.
I said Kate and Thalia.
Anyways, religion.
I'll
rolls.
try. By my religious knowledge that isn't trained,
You don't-
that's better.
I don't think I needed your help.
I don't think.
No,
I don't
you
think she-
absolutely did not.
Boy, if only we had some person who knew what religion was.
Yeah. Too
Good
bad.
thing I was raised in a monastery and I remember everything.
Keith is like, boy howdy, that's a big fig leaf.
Back to the barrel.
Do leaves grow that big?
It's like, first of all, sir, it's an oak leaf. So that's the wrong quest, and we're not getting to that one tonight. There it is, Meatless Flow. So, anybody who rolled higher than a 12, Atlantis, would recognize that this is a statue of the god Sylvanas. She promptly yells, "Burn it," and everything around you is set fire. And then they yell, "Look how deep my story is," and then it vanishes. But no, really though.
I'm for it like took me a while to actually get that reference.
So this is actually Sylvanas, the god of nature. The oak leaf is its holy symbol. Why is it on its dick? Not sure. But
It's consecrating.
It's holy weapon.
It's holy weapon.
Oh, I know who this is. This is the god Sylvanas. Big dick, fertility, nature.
One of those is accurate.
One of those is accurate.
Is this
Well, two of those are accurate.
Is this 2 truths and a lie time?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 2 truths and a lie, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's
Sylvanas, god of
interesting to know.
So, I feel like I want to check this sarcophagi for any traps or anything. And actually, I will ritually cast Detect Magic.
On the coffin?
Well, on myself and see magic.
Oh,
But yes, I am looking at the coffin.
Okay, day. Yum, 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 meat must flow.
Walking past Aventus, Thalia will just give her a light nudge, and we may require your shape water abilities when you have a moment. Then she'll walk over to the kegs.
You are detecting 2 magic auras from within the sarcophagus.
2 magic auras within the sarcophagus.
Ooh. Keg standing can wait.
I will check it for traps.
As you do as a wizard.
As I do as a wizard.
You are confident it is not trapped.
I don't see any traps.
I don't have them on me, but I am technically proficient with thieves' tools. Could I try and poke her around? She got a 25. Never mind.
Yeah, she's confident there's no traps.
Mm-hmm. I'm confident there's no
fuck
traps.
it, I trust her.
Hey, Keith.
Yes.
Can I borrow your bunny muscles? Your bustles, if you will?
I mean, well, they are sometimes adequate. Yes.
I would like to know. Oh, what are the magical auras I'm sensing?
If you take longer to focus on them, which you weren't doing, it's going to take a moment, and you will notice that it doesn't say, because magic items aren't identified that way anymore. Yes.
It is yes.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can actually pull up some extra information, because it doesn't say anything there. Gone are the days where it tells you what spells are used to create magic items. That would make it easier to narrow that down for you. Yeah, no, that doesn't have anything. I would say that you would sense a evocation aura, and what would you say the school for spell storing would be? Would that be like abjuration?
Probably.
Probably,
Or conjuration.
Yeah, I was gonna say conjuration. Like one of the two. Unless it's storing a specific spell.
We'll say abjuration because it's just the holding and retaining of magic. So you're sensing one object is emanating an abjuration aura, the other is definitely emanating evocation.
Abjuration, evocation. Let's see what these are.
Evocation might be. She probably gets that far before Juventus does something.
Does she do something?
She tries to lift the stone and can't.
What's your strength score?
0.
Not modifier.
10.
Okay. You are not able to push it on your own.
I'll give it a ye old college try.
What is your strength score?
15.
You are not able to push it on your own.
Okay, together.
The two of you together with a strength total of 25 are not able to push it on your own.
We need more.
Sonar steps
Sonar.
in. Sonar
Thalia summons her mage hand, which can lift 5 pounds, but it's probably better than what she can do.
I mean, not probably. So Sonar has a strength of 16, so 31 plus 10, 41. It is not enough to move the sarcophagus.
I will help.
What's your strength?
I've got a 12.
With the 4 powers combined, the lid starts to move.
Fuck.
It's quite heavy because it's made of stone. And so it eventually slides. It eventually slides the block. Revealed beneath it is a shallow niche in the floor that holds the bones of a female human, her tribal garb reduced to dust and tatters. Clutched in the chieftain's left hand is a pearl. In her right hand is a ruby-capped wand.
I know what that is.
Is it meant to be inserted anally?
It's a wand, not a...
That's a call back to our last campaign, which you can watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep, these are them.
These are them.
Um,
This they.
I give a bow to the deceased and say, I thank you for your contribution. I will leave a tribute, and I place 2 coins in their eyes,
Okay.
and then graciously take their items.
Awesome. So you have taken them up and assumed responsibility of taking them.
How nice of you to take both curses.
Listen, you hold these items and you're like, wow, this is great. I got 2 magic items. No zombies get up to kill you.
Okay, one curse nullifies the other. It's cool.
yeah. Seeing that I'm not dead, and they have accepted that I am allowed to take these, I give another bow.
We wouldn't go that far, but you do take them.
All right.
So what do those things do?
I'll have to identify them, but I think one is.
Let us put the lid back on first. Let us return them to their rest. That's the not dickish way of saying that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, give it the
That's
old
least,
show
That's
back.
the least dickish thing you can do today. Attacking
Yeah.
people in their homes, grave robbing. You know,
I mean, look, they're dead. They don't care anymore.
they definitely don't care anymore. That is the takeaway for this.
Until I take my one level of or my couple levels of necromancer wizard, then they're gonna care a lot.
I mean, you do have a cleric who totally could ask if they were okay with you stealing their stuff, but
Raise undead. Like, oh, what's up? Nothing. I'm just talking to a
I
chieftain.
more meant the easier spell speak with dead. But yeah, if you wanted to go that route,
Oh yeah.
I don't have that spell yet.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
no, he probably doesn't.
That is a 3rd level spell.
That would be way too easy.
Hey,
Alrighty.
you cool with us robbing you? No, put that shit back. Oh, sorry.
Well, you said the boost is down this way?
Yep.
It
back
most
in
certainly is.
here.
Most certainly is.
Now, rather than trying to crack open a keg and leave it tapped, why don't we just pop the top and you can use your shape water to give us all a much rewarded flagon.
Or we could get this back to the city where the reward will probably be free booze.
A flagon is hardly scraping off the top of a keg.
Have you,
A
I
keg
think it's
carries
have you
49.5
have you
liters,
considered
therefore that
keeping
is
the booze for yourself?
49.5 liters, therefore that is 86 standard pints.
You are playing
Yes,
a
but
wizard, so I'll allow
3
this.
or 5 is a pittance in comparison.
Counter argument: the things that we fought out there are not tiny, and they're aware of large things stole it. If it looks like normal people-sized amounts were taken out of this, they're going to raise some eyebrows.
Yeah, but
So
they,
5
they already
per
wasted. They already wasted 5 good soldiers going after an ogre and a giant. Are they really gonna send more of their 20 people after you? A bunch
There's
of
a-
guys who showed up.
and killed the ogre and the giant.
They can't prove that. Maybe they just got tired of it and murder-suicided with their bear.
Oh
Just
no!
take our heads back. That's fine.
Oh, we were talking on the prospect of you guys keeping the booze and not returning.
Oh.
No, I was just saying we
Is-
should have a drink.
Are one of these kegs already tapped?
Yes. Not only is
There,
it tapped,
you
but
can-
it is completely empty.
Even better.
Well,
Not
that's
better.
one less to bring back.
Even better, except son of a bitch, they already drank it.
Alright.
So there are 2 kegs here.
Oshis, what do you think? Reward or booze?
We could get both. I'm
Did
just
anybody
saying.
ask for a reward?
No,
Alright.
I
Oh,
just told
shit.
them that I would keep an eye out.
Well, then if they do not offer a reward, we can just lay finder's claim, since we were the one who risked our lives.
You're going to extort a town that just lost its speaker on booze for
Once again,
stock?
I'll state that a standard keg has 86 pints. A pint is 1.7 standard drinks. And mead is stronger than the average beer.
Look, Bill Rye, the drinking guy. I don't need to know his measurement.
All right. Here's
D&D is the reason I know these things, not because I'm an alcoholic.
That's just
Certainly helps.
coincidental.
So you're saying that these kegs are worth about are you all right?
Shit just fell over. It's alright.
So you're saying that these 2 kegs, are worth about 300 gold each.
That would be their rough alcoholic estimate, yes.
Depends on the quantity of the, the quality of the goods inside, yes.
Apparently, it's a good mead if the town name is that.
It is their whole namesake. I would hope it's as good as they claim.
Well,
They're not called bad meat after all.
here's what we can do. We can put it on our
Yes, I can carry them on mine because there's multiple people on each of the other ones.
Yep, throw a tarp over it, and then be like, hey, theoretically, what would the reward for retrieving this be? And then,
Hey, Keith,
Or,
what's
you
your,
know,
what's your
we-
maximum carrying weight, by the way?
Let's see. 15 strength.
good.
It's 15 times your strength score, right?
My push drag lift is 360.
Carry weight 135 pounds.
Yeah. You can barely lift yourself.
guys, it's a barrel. You turn it on your side and you roll it.
I mean, kegs aren't really for rolling, but you could.
Look, coming from a wine family, I know this.
You can also just, like, twist them around. That's what you do with 200-liter drums of oil.
Yeah, but those are probably much more secure, being metal.
True.
Actually, barrels are real secure.
I mean, if you want to roll it, that's fine.
Just don't go over any rocks.
Just do
Yeah,
the
exactly.
thing where you wiggle it
to
back
an
and
entire
forth.
cave.
Just do the thing where you kind of rock it back and forth while you move.
Hey,
Let the curve
Keith
carry it.
Keith has a carrying capacity of 225 and a push drag lift of 450.
Mm-hmm.
So
That we can.
These
So
guns are armed and registered.
These are 200-pound cash. So
Wait,
Kate-
200 pounds?
Yep.
I thought they were 49.5 litre kegs.
I never actually said how big these kegs were. You did.
Okay, tell me how big these kegs are, sir. Or
They're
barrels
big.
are, rather.
These full casks weigh 200 pounds. They hold 20 gallons of honeymead. Just your rough.
200 pounds?
Just 200 gallons, or 200 pounds, 20 gallons.
A 44-gallon drum is like the standard! Below that, you have the 60 litre.
Well, here you
Where
go.
the fuck do we get the middle ground?
Here you go, sir. You have
Wizards of
20
the
gallons.
Coast not being wine people.
I will ask Sanar to assist me, and we will safe carry, because back safety is important. As someone who used to work in a warehouse for years,
She can just
Oh,
realign.
yes.
It's fine. It's fine.
we will safe carry back to the thing to set them on my sled.
She has no lifting expertise. She is all back, and she makes twisting, jerking motions while trying to lift.
He will make sure she only has to like do the thing where you have the one person supporting the weight, and he'll actually do the carry.
And she just takes, some time to realign her back so that it's fine. Because she can do that as an undead.
That
there
is
anything
beyond
else?
creepy. You could search the bodies.
That's a good
You
point.
could also search the area.
Yes.
Things
And
that
well,
haven't
me
been
and
done yet.
Sanar and I will get these out of here. You all do your eagle eye thing of.
Everybody give me an investigation roll. That way we can just fast track your obvious checking the areas. Okay, alright.
Hey,
There we
even
go,
with
a good
the
roll
sh-
from
shittiest
Thalia.
guidance, I got on 22.
Alright.
Ah, shit. I'll let you explain first.
That doesn't help, so now we're telling you anything about that. 5 is where you were. So you ended up seeing that the baskets that were in this room also hold treasure. The Verbeek's treasure basket holds 72 silver pieces, 344 copper pieces, a translucent pink moss agate gemstone worth 10 gold pieces, a healer's kit, a hunting trap, and a small rabbit skin Papa no! Containing 10 silvered sling stones.
I went to college with that guy.
Papa, can you hear me?
We went to cleric school together.
We went to night school together. There is treasure in the cave. We already got the ancient tomb treasure. We're not gonna do that one because it's a dumb encounter. There. Oh, that's. Okay, there we go. Okay. You don't really need that one. Okay, that's everything in the cave.
All right.
So, legitimate question. Is the town, or is the plan to go back to the town, or keep the meat for yourselves?
We don't need that much meat, I just wanted to have a sippy off the top.
But you have the option of having that much meat, and you have 2 alcoholics in your party.
We do.
Excuse me.
We have a temporary alcoholic and a permanent one. Thank you very much.
Temporary being generous.
Now I'm confused as to who is which.
Yes.
Damn,
Thalia
take
has mostly been well behaved. She's just had 2 near-death experiences today, so she is thirsty.
I mean,
Exactly.
I
Hey.
think we should return the mead to the town it came from.
Hopefully they'll elect a town speaker by the time we ever come back through this area. Maybe things will be better for them.
All right, so Good Samaritans it is then. And hopefully there's a reward. There better be a reward. Also, do we have any use for goats and sheep?
Food and skins.
Pretty much.
uh,
But I'm not skinning that many sheep and goats.
I mean, I can use a cluster of them and just like sap their life force and then give it to our mummy friend.
that's funny.
Uh,
I just
what?
read something that concluding the adventure, even though we did this basically as a joke bit, there is like the option of trying to recruit someone to be the town speaker, and one of the NPCs that can come up is like, I have no desire to be the speaker. What about one of you?
That was really a thing?
That was really a thing. And
Is residence required?
apparently not, because they asked just a random outsider who helped the town to be town speaker.
I will be the new town speaker. My only decree: let the alcohol flow. Let's leave.
Oh man, that means that I wasted that natural 19 on my
Convincing that
persuasion.
person
I
to-
could have been the town speaker
Could
this
have been
whole
the town
time.
speaker this whole time. But so I'm just gonna assume that you guys are heading back. So
Yes.
this is basically what it is. Find the two remaining casts. They'll need to figure out a way to haul them back, which you already have. After they solve that problem, they have a safe trip back to town. Townsfolk are happy to see the stolen mead returned and express concern. If you left one or both of the, you killed everybody in there, so their town isn't going to be terrorized anymore. You expect to see every man, or whatever I named him, to approach
Augustus.
You expect to see Augustus, but instead you see a middle-aged woman who approaches and removes her thick wool scarf so that she can speak clearly. And she says, "My name is Olivessa, and I make the cast for the mead. Some friends of mine don't want Augustus to become our next town speaker. They say he is untrustworthy. I don't know him that well, but I've been urged to run against him. I have no interest in the town speakership, but you seem to be a good leader." Looks at person with highest charisma. I don't think anybody's a charisma character.
I have 15 charisma.
I have 16.
Well, enjoy being in charge now.
Thalia, how's that charisma looking, buddy?
It's like I made
Let
it.
me down some more of these, and it will be pretty fucking good. Charisma
can you be the
is. Pooh, it's only 14, but I'm proficient in deception.
Oshis, can you be the 16?
No, I have a 10. I'm like the least charismatic person.
The dumb stat.
She looks directly at Yavantis and like, you have a good head on your shoulders and a good taste for meat, I see. Perhaps
Yeah.
you could be the town speaker.
Well, booze it is awfully important, so
Quite
wh-
right.
will I be required to stay here, or should I travel around and make sure that this place that trade continues to flow and the roads are safe and that kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would be able to throw my support into you as a candidate, since I'm the leading candidate myself. That would carry some weight. Plus, obviously you'd have to stay here because it's a political office, and it would be important that you are interested in the interests of good mead. But it would also keep Augustus from taking over things. Definitely not recommending that you kill him, but I mean, if you're not willing to take the job, I can keep trying, and I'm determined to make sure that he isn't town speaker. So
Good to know. When is the election?
a week from now,
A week from now.
and by a week I mean
Wait.
I'm actually checking to see if it says when it's going to happen.
Is that a week or a 10-day?
It's probably a 10-day.
A week is a 10-day.
Yeah, a week is a 10-day because they don't operate on a
10-day.
7-day calendar. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just trying to see what it actually says. Okay. It doesn't say, so I'm going to say that it will be in the next couple days because it's very important that we get a speaker instituted immediately.
May I have a pamphlet on speaker duties?
Boy, howdy! I wish I had something like that to give you. You're quite literally the person in charge of a town.
Well, all right.
Do you know any other candidates you would support?
Nope. If it's
Besides a strange random elf that
If it-
just wandered into town
she
today.
didn't just wander into town; she saved the town.
Did she though?
I mean...
I mean, your other friend there looks like they were mauled by a bear, so I'm not sure that they would be a good candidate.
And a boulder.
And
Technically.
survived. Just
Oh,
think about how
I mean-
hardy I am.
And she likes to drink too as well.
That's all well and good, but I should only waste my time with one of you, right?
I guess we're all running for the next 7 sessions.
This is-
Just like
this
a
is
now
political
a battle
campaign.
royale. As we all.
My
This is
opponent
now
goes
a-
too far. My opponent doesn't go far enough.
Your
Go
3%
just right.
titanium tax is too far.
We have helped Tremelaine get off the crypto mining. We've solved that problem thanks to me making people fall to their deaths, but we don't talk about that. That's dirt that people will dig up later, I'm sure.
How many
Yeah.
skeletons are in your rabbit closet?
Oh, there are countless dead in the Feywild, but that doesn't count. It's the Feywild.
See, that's just horrifying.
Left a bloody path to get here.
And he will again.
Oh, you know, bring me to town.
Well,
How about East Haven's not far from here. We'll see what shenanigans will go on there. Hopefully, save a poor wizard on his, unless he was guilty as shit. At which point he's
In which case, you're fucked.
still weird that they're going to like publicly execute him. What did he do? Resurrect his mother or something?
It's pretty
Maybe.
terrible from what I hear.
Oh,
What
what
did you
did you
hear?
hear?
Not much at all. Just that they were going to burn them.
This is serious. If there's some weird anti-magic city, that's rough. I have 2 friends that participate in magical activities, and
Well,
this
they-
ghost that you've been talking to the whole time is
hope they don't
probably
fuck
a
up
friend.
by pissing off a whole group of townsfolk too. Then.
well, Oshis, can I talk to you real quick?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
So hey, I'm all for, like ruling a city, but I don't want to like not be able to travel.
Then
And I would only want to rule if I had like you there. So
You could just leave. You don't have to. You don't have to actually run.
that's what
Just
she
declare-
says.
Just declare that every time you leave, you are undergoing a hunt for the betterment of the town.
The betterment of the town.
Actually, we'll find out what
Plus,
this town
this way-
sacrifices for their sacrifice.
And
hearing
speak
good meat,
of
you say?
sacrifice, you can
Are you-
be the one that
Are you asking
suggests.
specifically for good meat, Frost?
Yeah.
Continue.
Yes,
please.
Speaking of sacrifices, you can be the one that breaks that chain.
The sacrifice is worth.
Oh,
that's my
easy.
stuff.
Well, there you go. It looks like the scales are tipping in your favor, and if anyone else says otherwise, hits his palm with his mace, we'll talk to him.
Sounds like evil prevails once again.
You want to, finally, it's all coming to plan. First one town, then the world.
But I'm sorry, Oshis. What did you say?
I said that you don't have to run a town if you don't want to. You can leave.
I mean, yeah. I was like, I like it sounds cool, you know, just running everything. But I wouldn't want to do it without you. So.
Yeah, I'm not staying in this place.
Nope. It's settled then.
And with that, that's where we're going to end tonight.
Okay.
Because it's time to end. Yeah, so y'all have successfully completed the quest at Goodmead, which, according to the criteria of the way this adventure is set up, I could actually move you all on, but what I'm gonna do is tell you to level up.
Yay!
I spend 10
Just
gold
put you at
worth-
4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I spend 10 gold worth of my incense to bring Houdini back.
Are you going to spend the time necessary as well?
10 minutes? Yes.
Okay. Cool. That's the end of the game, so let's not talk about more game stuff because it's time to wrap up and call it a night. So everybody have your characters leveled up. For next week, we'll go over the level up process or what was achieved via the level up next week, with you all heading finally to East Haven.
Yay.